Alright guys, so welcome to the live stream. Today is Thursday, February 15th, 2024. We are live outside of Chuck Schumer's Chuck Schumer's office on 3rd Avenue in New York City, Midtown Manhattan. This is a picket line that's been going on since 10 a.m. today. I would say there are about maybe 40 to 50 protesters out here demanding a ceasefire. And again, we are outside of Chuck Schumer's office in Midtown Manhattan. So I have Harley here, right?
Yes.
Harley, who's also one of the moderators for Status Coup. She's out here on the picket line. Tell me what brings you out here, Harley.
Okay, well, basically, I'm supporting Palestinians because I'm human. And I find Chuck Schumer's behavior repulsive. Joe Biden just bypassed Congress to give money to Israel, and Schumer voted for even more. And so Schumer is supporting genocide, which is a shame. And that's all I have to say about that.
And we're now, it's 132 days, I think today is,
yes,
of the brutal genocide that's been happening in Gaza. And have you been seeing what's been happening in Rafah in the Nasser hospital last night?
Yes, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And also the incident where Israelis dressed up as Muslim women and as medical personnel to be able to do that. And the Nasser hospital is basically the same thing. You know, patients are not a target, civilians are not a target, and Israel has not found one Hamas soldier. So, where are they?
Well, thank you for taking the time to speak with me. It's very difficult to hear, but I appreciate you coming over and introducing yourself. It was very nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too. Thank you, John. And hi, everybody.
Thank you, Holly. I'll see you, man. I'll be here for a little while.
Where did you get that from?
So I'm Italian. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Oh, okay. Absolutely.
My ride is on.
Smash that like button, guys. Share the stream.
charge you with genocide! We charge you with genocide! Lord Schumer, you can't hide! We charge you with genocide! We charge you with genocide! Say it loud and say it clear! Say it loud and say it clear! Liberation is near! Liberation is near! Say it clear and say it loud! Say it clear and say it loud! Gaza, you make us proud!
All right, so this is his office here. This is the building. We have some officers outside here. Many barricades along the perimeter of the building here. Again, this his Chuck Schumer's office is on East 49th Street and 3rd Avenue in Midtown Manhattan. Let's go get a wide shot of the picket line here. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll be here.
I'm just ready to pass. That's all.
I hear you. I know.
Nobody, bro. I don't want to go harass you.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Go over there. I'm not protesting, man. I'm just standing up for my right. This guy's in my face. I'm not everyone. Guys, that's your walkway. Go back over there. You got people over as well. That's your walkway. Everyone has to leave. Doesn't make a difference. Everyone has to leave. Everyone has to leave. Don't block it.
Okay?
Yeah, but I'm going to keep this on.
Okay, that's fine. So, just to let you know, we're live right now on YouTube. So just introduce yourself, tell me what organization put this together, and tell me...
I actually don't know who put it together.
That's okay. And just tell me why we're out here today.
We're here because there's a genocide happening. It's not even a two-side anymore. There is a literal genocide where an entire population, an entire civilization is being wiped out with absolutely no explanation, no justifications, and no one's being reprimanded for anything. How are people supposed to continue over there? Where do they want to throw people? And who gives America or fucking Biden and Netanyahu the right to decide people's fate? They want to take the Israelis, let them open their doors and take them. They want a two-state, not without accountability. Everyone needs to be held accountable for what they have done. This is the worst genocide in the history of the world. And everyone's so quiet. It makes absolutely no sense. And all we do is fund and fund and fund more people. Just today, coming here on the subway, there was a disabled vet who didn't even have enough money to get on a subway. Shouldn't he get the money? Shouldn't he have the money before any bombs are dropped? Shouldn't the cops, I had a conversation with the cops last week, student loans for the cops who are being paid to beat us up and arrest us, but they have student loans and everyone in Israel is living for free. Sorry, Israel doesn't exist. Palestine. Thank you.
All right.
What else?
We send billions of dollars to Israel and they have free healthcare, right?
Free education.
Free education.
Free housing. Free everything. And then on top of that, we send them weapons and ammunition and planes and tanks, pretty much everything.
Yeah.
And then they stop aid from coming into Gaza and they put sieges. And as we speak, the Israeli settlers are stopping the aid trucks from coming in to help the people in Rafah. Make it make sense.
Right. And now I want to talk about Chuck Schumer's ties with AIPAC.
U.S. Army stands with Israel.
Bye, grow up, grow up. Yeah, wait till they deploy you and you get killed over there. This isn't your
So Chuck Schumer apparently he over the course of him serving, he received I think millions or I forgot how many millions he receives from AIPAC. Can you talk about his ties with AIPAC?
I mean, I don't know his ties with AIPAC, but we all know what AIPAC is doing, and we all know where that money is going. And I mean, how is it not illegal?
Right.
Like Martha Stewart got put in jail for the stupidest shit. Not that I like her, but billions of dollars are being transported in this manner, and no one's stopping it. How is that? And the banks, mind you, the banks have run out of cash. Someone tried to withdraw cash from Chase Bank a few days ago. They don't have cash. Where is it going? What is he doing with this money?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Our leaders have basically they failed us. They don't represent us.
They never did.
Right.
They never did. The fact that you can have a leader of what's supposed to be the most powerful country in the world, and we're being so PC in America about everything. Literally everything is PC. But the President of the United States can get up on public TV and say he's a Zionist and he's proud of it. How are you even president? Next we're going to have KKK running the country? IDF is already running the country, but who's next?
Right. So now we're in day 132, I believe, right? Of this genocide.
Yeah.
Can you talk about what's been happening in Rafah? What we've been seeing happening at the hospital last night?
Well, like they did with all the hospitals.
Right.
You know, they barricaded them, tell them to leave. Anytime someone leaves, there's a sniper waiting outside to shoot them. Real life Squid Games. Real life Squid Games. They've been bombing overnight. Ironically enough, at some point, I believe last week or the week before, the Egyptians actually hired the wall.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they hired the wall because they didn't want to see the children crying for food.
Wow.
They're still not getting aid in there. And from what we saw with Bisan, people are on top of each other. There's nowhere for people to sleep. There's no food. I mean, it makes the gas chambers look like a fucking walk in the park. I don't even know what to call it anymore. I don't even know what to call it anymore.
It's devastating.
And not only that, here's what the world doesn't realize. Wait, I am Lebanese, obviously. This doesn't stop at Palestine. This doesn't stop with Gaza or Rafah or any of that. They've already started bombing Lebanon. After that, they're moving to Syria. After that, Bibi Netanyahu literally thinks he's God. And we are allowing him to play God. And he's going to take over the entire Middle East. And then what are they going to do? And then they're going to sit in America and bitch about people like me who have to leave their countries to come over here and live here because guess what? You just bombed the shit out of my country. Where would you like me to go? And I actually thought about it last night. Is it an economics game? Do we need to populate more because Americans have, what, 2 kids per family? Do we need to populate more to spend more money? I'm on unemployment. My unemployment's $400 a week. What the fuck is that supposed to do for me? And then we send it over there. Rafah, there's no exit. They've literally barricaded them. They've pig-penned them. They can't get out. There's no water. There's no food. There's no heat. There's not enough tents. Where are they supposed to go? And why is it their problem? That is the next question. We need to go back in history and re-ask the same question. How did this become the Palestinians' problem? Great Britain made a decision that literally messed up the entire world. And 75 years later, we're still paying for one messed up decision. And the wrong people are paying. Great Britain's living their life, America's living its life, everyone's living their life, and the wrong people are paying.
Is there anything else you would like to say?
Yeah, boycott voting this year. Nobody should vote until they bring us better candidates that are not about to retire that actually have some sort of international knowledge, that speak more than one language, that have objectively traveled the world, and actually has the U.S.'s interest first and foremost, and does not want to go screw around with other countries. Don't vote.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I've been doing this since 2019.
So just talk about how much money Schumer has gotten from pro-Israel groups over his career. It is at $1.7 million that Schumer has received from pro-Israel groups over the course of his career. And Schumer isn't the only politician to receive money from these pro-Israel groups. There are others as well, like Senator Gillibrand, Richie Torres. Really, the list goes on. So many of these politicians, these representatives, are receiving money from AIPAC and other pro-Israel groups.
Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river.
So just to tell you guys, this picket line, I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, this picket line started at 10 a.m. This morning, and they are going till 5 p.m., which is another, maybe like another hour. So they've been out here basically all day picketing in front of Chuck Schumer's office. Don't forget, guys, share the stream, share these interviews that we post, smash the like button. Also, this kind of reporting, this on-the-ground reporting is very expensive, and we cannot do this without membership. Would you like to? Okay. So she just wants to show me the sign. What was I saying? So yeah, this type of reporting, this on-the-ground reporting that not many outlets do. We are basically one of the few outlets that does on-the-ground reporting like we do, and this work is important. It's so important because we cannot rely on mainstream media to cover these protests, these rallies, these stories. Mainstream media is failing the people. So please consider supporting us. Go to StatusCoup.com/join. Sign up as a member for $5 to $10 a month. And boycott the mainstream media. Stop watching them. Don't give them the viewerships. So I'll see if I could maybe get some more people to speak with. do some more interviews while I'm out here. Like I said, we're about an hour. So tell me why we're out here today outside of Chuck Schumer's office.
Well, we try to protest about our government. Honestly, this is a shame for us to be here right now. Try to, stop in a genocide. We don't have to be here. He is our leader. He should do it for us. But we cannot come on that anymore. This is a disgraceful situation for us. It's unbelievable that we had to come and tell him what to do. It's a shame that he has to put some money and send it to Israel. It's our taxes. It's our money. We're not supposed to. If Israel want to have a war in there, he has to put the money in Israel. We don't need to pay for that. We are sick and tired of all these politicians. We pay the taxes and they get the taxes and they send it to Israel. We don't want that. We don't want to fund in a genocide. This is a genocide, plain and simple. They don't understand. We're against that. We want peace. We want Palestine to be free and we want them to stay from Rafah. Rafah is the only city that is living in Palestine. We don't know what's going to happen, but this is enough. It's enough Schumer. It's enough Pelosi. It's enough for Biden. We are tired of this. We want to make change. November is coming, and remember us. We're going to be here, and we remember that you're taking one side, the genocide side, and we're going to pay. You're going to pay for that. November is going to be here, Schumer. We're going to pay for that.
So, I've seen you at many of these protests before. Can you talk about the NYPD's tactics of what they've been doing to peaceful protesters?
Well, I was arrested this past Saturday. The police is getting worse and worse. They're getting more violent with us. I don't know what's happening, since when they started doing that to us. We're pacific protesting in here. We don't want to get any trouble. We just want to let our people, we want to let our government, that we are against against genocide. But for some reason, every time that we go outside, in the first half an hour, we get arrested. We get arrested. Before it was with the sound system, there was more stickers to put on the walls, and now it's walking on the street. It doesn't make sense. We just want to protest in peace. That's all we want, and I hope the NYPD understand we don't want to commit any crime. We are here protesting in peace. That's all we want.
That's your First Amendment right.
That's our First Amendment right. This is in the Constitution. We have the right to protest it and everything. It's our right. We understand that we got to be pacific, and that's what we're doing. We don't want to trouble. We don't want anybody to get in trouble. We just want to be in peace and make sure that Schumer, Pelosi, Biden, and all our politicians, they need to know that we're not going to support them for November. Genocide has to stop now. There is no other choice. It has to stop now.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you.
No problem.
So just basically, if you want to introduce yourself
I prefer
and
to
tell
keep my
me.
name anonymous.
Okay, yeah. Just tell me why we're outside of Chuck Schumer's house today.
We're outside
His office. Sorry.
because the U.S. is giving the U.S. Senate just passed a bill to give millions of dollars to Israel, who is currently committing genocide in Gaza. And I think that's despicable. And as a Jew, I don't want that done in my name. I don't want people being bombed and like murdered in my name. That's disgusting. And people like Chuck Schumer are the ones funding it, and they're bankrolling it without any consideration for human life. And it's disgusting.
Did you know he, over the course of his political career, he received $1.7 million
From AIPAC?
From AIPAC and other pro-Israel groups.
That doesn't surprise me. They own everyone.
Yeah. Now, you know, as a Jew, they would say that you're a self-hating Jew if you criticize Israel. What do you respond to that?
That's stupid. Israel is committing genocide, and as a human being first, I'm going to speak out against that. Especially as a Jew, I don't want that done in my name. You call me a self-hating Jew. I don't know what to tell you. You're a monster. There you go.
Thank you very much. Thank you for speaking to me. All right, let's take a walk in the picket line. We'll walk it in. I'll step in here. Alright, so since I've been here, they've been receiving some solidarity hunts. People passing on the street on Third Avenue here.
1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! No more money for Israel's crime. No more money for Israel's crime. Not another nickel, not another dime. Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crime. No more money for Israel's crime. Not another penny, not another dollar. Not another penny, not another dollar. We won't pay for Israel's slaughter. We won't pay for Israel's slaughter.
Also outside of front of this building, there are maybe 3 or 4 counter protesters, supporters of Israel. It's cold today, guys. It's cold, and they've been out here for almost 7 hours.
Kiss my ass! Palestine could kiss my ass! Palestine could kiss my ass! What a baby killer! Just back the fuck
Fuck you, because you're rich.
No, I
You got
ain't
money
rich.
and powerful. Fuck you, billionaire.
No,
shit.
fuck
Fuck you.
Sir, are you a
They're
Vietnam
innocent
vet?
people. I don't give a
Are you a
fuck.
Vietnam vet?
Israel or Palestine.
Are you-
It's about
you
the
should know
rich,
better.
not
You should
about
know
the
better.
people. You know
Your
better.
white hair
It's
should
about
know
the
better.
rich. It ain't about the Jews. It ain't about
I
the
ain't rich.
Palestinians.
Pick up a book.
But you're not listening.
Pick
It's
up
about
a book.
politics. It's not about innocent
Study
lives,
some
dude.
history.
It's about the rich fucking Jews and the rich Palestinians don't give a fuck about their own little
No, hold
poor
on.
people.
The Jews are calling for this. Let's be very clear.
Well,
The
that may
Zionists
be
are calling
right.
for this.
That's right. But when they go around killing little babies, that's wrong.
But Israel has killed 13,000 kids.
For what?
What's that?
How'd they kill 13,000 kids?
They're bombing them.
Yeah? And what they do October 7th? What Hamas does October 7th?
Why can't we talk about Israel? What Israel's doing?
Why don't we talk about Hamas, what they're doing? Why don't we talk about that?
They're just going to keep going. Every time you talk to these people who support Israel, all they do is refer back to October 7th. Like nothing ever happened before October 7th. Nothing ever happened after October 7th. It's only October 7th. They don't want to talk about what Israel is doing now. The 13,000 kids that have been killed by Israel. The nurses, the doctors that have been slaughtered, the innocent people. Over 120 journalists, members of the press have been killed by Israel. In Gaza and in Lebanon as well. You can't have a debate with these people. There is no debating them. They're just going to deflect back to October 7th as if that's when this whole thing started. But it's not. It's been going on for years. 75 years of this.
Wake up, man. Wake up and be independent. Wake up. Wake up. Should they release the hostages? Yes or no? Yes or no? No one would have died if the Hamas didn't go and commit rapes and murder. No one would have died. No one.
Stop the U.S. war machine! Stop the U.S. war machine! From the belly of the beast! Hands off the Middle East! From the belly of the beast! Hands off the Middle East! From the belly of the beast! We want justice, we want peace! From the belly of the beast! We want justice, we want peace!
No one stole it from anybody. It was a stolen land. Tell me, when was there a Palestinian state? You are blind and dumb.
This guy is saying that to release the hostages, but Netanyahu has repeatedly refused a deal for the hostages.
Palestine will be free!
How did you finally get rid of him? And then I feel like, how did you finally get rid of him?
We charge you with genocide!
He said you are the only one in there.
You're a liar! You set Palestine on fire! Schumer, you're a liar! You set Palestine on fire! You set Palestine on fire! No more money for Israel's crime! Not another nickel, not another dime! No more money for Israel's crime! No more money for Israel's crime! We won't pay for Israel's crime! All night long. Zionism will fall. Make my way. All night long. Israel will fall.
They're killing the hostages. Who cares?
Whenever. Let me just put this at the side.
All right, so now there are no more Israel supporters, no more counter protesters. They're all gone. Okay.
Should I look at you? Or?
Whatever you're comfortable. It's really laid back. So if you want, introduce yourself, tell me what organization you're with, or who put this together, and tell me why we're outside of Schumer.
My name is Miriam. I'm with the Palestinian Youth Movement. We're here as part of a massive nationwide coalition, the Shut It Down Coalition, and we're outside of Chuck Schumer's office to demand that the U.S. stop funding Israel and stop arming Israel now. We're calling for an immediate ceasefire and for the siege on Gaza to be lifted.
Stop the murder!
Absolutely. And, I was just looking this up. Schumer has received, over the course of his political career, $1.7 million from AIPAC and other pro-Israel groups. What are your thoughts about AIPAC and all these other pro-Israel groups who are in the pockets of these politicians?
Yeah. So there's so many politicians around the country who are funded by AIPAC, whose pockets are filled with their money. And what ends up happening is that they just side with Israel no matter what. And it makes sure that they stand on the side of genocide. It's absolutely disgusting, and it also means that this country is not really a democracy. Lobbies and their money are really what controls our politicians and not the constituents themselves. So we're going to be out here demanding that Palestine is free, that Israel stop bombing Gaza now, until our demands are met. And we want it to be known that these politicians don't represent us, and they will never be able to represent us so long as they're taking dirty Zionist money.
Right. Now, I've covered so many protests in the recent months. Police tactics, their aggression towards peaceful protesters has been getting worse. And also the censorship on social media. Can you talk about your experience with that?
Yeah, definitely. The police here in New York City have decided to infringe on our constitutional right to protest. They've been arresting us for protesting in the street or protesting with amplified sound, which again, we have the right to protest, and we really see it as an intimidation tactic, but it's not going to work. If you've noticed, we've been out here in the streets every week, multiple times a week, facing arrests, and it's not going to stop us. It's not going to stop the movement that we built. We're not going to be intimidated, and no amount of repression is going to be able to hold us back.
So, one more thing. We're now in day 132, I believe, and we're seeing the siege on Rafah, the last place where people could go to be safe. But now they're bombing it. They're infiltrating the hospitals. Can you talk about what what is actually going on?
Yeah, what we're seeing in Rafah really is, as you mentioned, it was designated as the last safe zone in Gaza. And what the Zionist NC is doing is bombing it and bombing hospitals and committing so many war crimes on a daily basis, crimes against humanity. They're committing a genocide in Rafah and in all of Gaza. Their goal ultimately is to destroy Gaza and to push Gazans out of Palestine. And we're not going to let that happen. The other thing that they're doing is they're using the hostages as cover to bomb Rafah. And they're claiming, and if you look at the media here in the U.S., they're saying that they're bombing as cover to get the hostages. But we know that that's not true, because what they've been doing consistently is killing their own hostages. And if they really wanted their hostages back, they would have signed a ceasefire deal way back, since it's been on the table since October. So we know that it's absolute lies and that they have pure genocidal intent right now in Rafah.
Right. You mentioned the U.S. media. I want to talk about that, because I've been trying to call out the Western journalists who are silent when our colleagues are being killed. Over 120 journalists have been killed so far in Gaza and in Lebanon as well.
Yeah, Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on the media, the mainstream media?
The intentional murder of journalists in Palestine, again, is a war crime. And what we've been seeing here in the U.S. is media outlets consistently ignoring that. In fact, not even caring when their own colleagues are being murdered in Palestine and in Lebanon. Absolutely no accountability. And what we're seeing is that the media institutions here in the West are just parroting the same language of the ruling class and the state. And they're going to be backing Israel no matter what, because those are who they really respond to. They have no journalistic integrity, and they actually don't care about representing what's happening in Palestine, honestly. So we see that they're just as complicit in this as the ruling class, as Biden, as Schumer. They've been spreading lies and misinformation, and they all have blood on their hands.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah, guys. So talk about the Western journalists here. You know, I've been trying to raise awareness. You know, they're completely ignoring the situation here where our colleagues are being murdered, intentionally murdered, to silence, to hide the war crimes, to cover up what Israel is doing. Israel is purposely, intentionally targeting journalists and killing them in order to hide their other war crimes. So they're committing war crimes to hide their other war crimes. And nobody's speaking out about this. Nobody. I've gone into private journalism groups that I'm a part of, and I posting things that I've covered when I covered the vigil with Rashida Tlaib and Cori Bush, and you know. At that point, it was over 100 journalists. Now it's at 125 journalists that have been killed, and still they don't want to speak up because they want to remain neutral. You know, it's an outdated idea of being able to be a good journalist. You know, call out the injustices when they're there. You know, if you don't call them out, then you're siding with the person who is committing the crimes, the war crimes. Which is very frustrating. It's now 4:30 here on the East Coast. We're going to be going till 5.
Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crimes. No more money for Israel's crimes. We won't pay for Israel's slaughter. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution.
Sorry guys if the camera's shaking a lot. My hands are cold. My face is cold. It's a cold day today. And I do want to remind you again that we have been on the ground covering these protests, the stories. We just got back from East Palestine, Ohio, covering the train, the toxic train derailment and the detonation of the chemicals in Ohio, where people are still getting sick, developing cancer. I've covered definitely well over 20 of the protests calling for a ceasefire here in New York City and in Washington, D.C. So we're on the ground. We're doing coverage that not many outlets are doing. Very few outlets are doing. And the mainstream media has been completely absent from these protests. Every protest I've covered in New York City, mainstream media is not here, nowhere to be found. They are not showing you the thousands of people, the thousands of New Yorkers that come out demanding a ceasefire, demanding our politicians stop supporting Israel. The mainstream media does not want to show you this. We do, and we are on the ground almost every other day. So please support us. It's not easy doing this way. Share our page. If you can, sign up as a member. StatusCoup.com/join. Only $5 to $10 a month. It really helps. Again, boycott the mainstream media. Stop watching them. Don't give them.
Palestine is our home.
He might go out the back way if anything.
Free Palestine.
Take care.
Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Liberation is here. Say it clear and say it loud. Say it clear and say it loud. That's why you make us proud. And then you make us proud. Resistance is justified. Resistance is justified. From Lebanon to Palestine. Resistance is justified. From Yemen to Palestine. From Yemen to Palestine. Resistance is justified.
So just to let you guys know about tomorrow I will be going live, I believe. Let me see what time. So tomorrow is School is Out for Palestine. Student walkout and rally tomorrow, February 16th, 3 p.m. at Bryant Park. So make sure you tune in. 3 p.m. Bryant Park. Students will be walking out of school and demanding a ceasefire, demanding an end to the genocide. So subscribe to this channel so you get the notifications for when we do go live, when we do post videos. Make sure you stay tuned. That this picket line is this rally outside of Schumer's office is going to be wrapping up.
This morning, Chuck Schumer got woken up at his house in Brooklyn. Pelosi got a literal pile of shit. Representatives in LA were woken up at their house. Governor Murphy was confronted the other day. Adriano Espaillat was confronted and won't even talk to his own constituents. Eric Adams was stopped on his way to wherever he's going. And all of us here and many other New Yorkers joined us since 9 o'clock in the morning, taking shifts outside Schumer's office. In and out, people were here since the morning. People came in and took shifts, and we're here to show up. Who do they think they are? We are the people. We are the people they claim to represent. But we're not going to let them get a second of rest. Not in any corner of this country, not in their offices, not in their parties, not wherever they think they're going, because we know that we are the people that have the power. We know that we must make our voices heard. We know that when we say end all U.S. aid and arms embargo and free Palestine, that we have a real responsibility right here in New York City, in the heart of capital, where billions of dollars are being approved to go to bomb Gaza,
to fund Israel and to fund the ongoing genocide and occupation of Palestine. We have a direct responsibility. We are part of this struggle. It is our struggle, not just because we care about Palestine, not just because we are lovers of justice, but because we know that these billions of dollars that are going to kill millions of people are ones that could be funding these streets. Yeah. It could be funding housing. It could be making sure that nobody goes to sleep hungry. That nobody goes to sleep cold right here in our city. It could make sure we have proper health care. It could be making sure we get proper leave from work, proper care for ourselves, for our families. That people aren't dying, going in debt right here in this city, in this country. This is our struggle. We Palestinians, we people who know justice, we New Yorkers, we Americans, we that struggle together. This is our struggle, and we must take it forward. Tomorrow, the next day, the day after that. This is a long battle. It's a long fight, but we're committed to it. And we're going to keep coming out no matter what it takes. We're going to keep bringing people out here with us. And we're going to keep fighting for what we know is right. We're going to keep fighting for our own rights. And we will free Palestine. Spread the word, okay? We are bringing Palestine to the streets once again. 3 o'clock tomorrow on the steps of the New York Public Library, right at Bryant Park. We're going to bring our message there, and we're going to keep it going, and we are going to shut it down. Volunteer and organizer meetings at the People's Forum in Midtown. Please join us. Please share it out. Please make sure you're bringing people out there, because we know that it is organized struggle that will make us win.
Alright guys, so that wraps up this coverage. Again, this group has been out here since 9 a.m. It's now almost 5 p.m. And this is Chuck Schumer's office on 3rd Avenue in Midtown Manhattan. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe to get the notification for when we do go live tomorrow. Look for it about around 3 p.m. Eastern. Again, students will be walking out of school. People will be walking out of work to protest and demand a ceasefire. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. And I will see you tomorrow.